The C929, a long-range wide-body aircraft entirely developed by China, has reached an extraordinary milestone that signals a monumental shift in the global aviation industry. No longer just a paper concept, this aircraft represents a bold statement of China's growing ambitions to challenge the decades-long duopoly held by Boeing and Airbus. With the C919 already carving a space in the narrow-body segment, the emergence of the C929 reflects a larger, more assertive strategic plan. It's not just another new aircraft, it's a national achievement that encapsulates technological prowess, industrial capability, and geopolitical intent. The C929 is designed to seat up to 280 passengers and fly up to 12,000 kilometers non-stop, putting it in direct competition with the Boeing 787 Dreamliner and the Airbus A350, two of the most advanced wide-body jets in the world. From Beijing to New York or Shanghai to London, the C929 aims to establish itself as a dependable workhorse for long-haul international travel. Unlike its predecessor, the C919, which mainly serves domestic or regional markets, the C929 is built to soar across continents and connect the world, and its specifications reflect this ambitious scope. The origins of the C929 can be traced back to 2015, when China teamed up with Russia's United Aircraft Corporation to launch a joint venture under the name CR929. Collaboration was originally envisioned as a way to fast-track the development of a competitive wide-body jet. China brought its manufacturing infrastructure and rapidly evolving aviation ecosystem, while Russia contributed advanced materials science, aerodynamic expertise, and engine technology. However, geopolitical tensions, particularly the 2021 conflict in Ukraine, derailed this alliance. Russia reallocated many of its engineers to military projects and failed to deliver on its end of the agreement. By 2022, Russia officially withdrew from the joint venture. Those setbacks mounted, China decided to forge ahead alone, rebranding the project as the C929. Many in the aviation world remain skeptical. Designing and building a wide-body aircraft to global safety and efficiency standards is one of the most complex feats in modern engineering. It requires advanced aerodynamics, cutting-edge materials, a robust supply chain, precision manufacturing, avionics integration, and massive capital. But China pressed on, and in February 2025, COMAC, the aircraft's developer, stunned observers by announcing that the C929 had officially entered the flight testing phase. This milestone not only indicated technical progress, it also sent a clear message. China has the resources and determination to stand shoulder to shoulder with the aerospace titans of the West. The specifications of the C929 are compelling. It features a wingspan of nearly 65 meters wider than the Boeing 787 and a cabin width of 5.5 meters, more spacious than both the 787 and Airbus A350. Comfort is not an afterthought. The aircraft is designed with a flexible cabin layout, intelligent lighting systems, and noise reduction features that enhance the passenger experience on ultra-long-haul journeys. With a top speed approaching 980 kilometers per hour and a payload range that rivals the best in its class, the C929 is positioned as a serious player in the widebody market. Beyond performance, the aircraft embodies technological independence. COMAC has equipped the C929 with 10 core systems including avionics, navigation, and hydraulic systems, many of which are entirely domestically developed. This reflects a significant shift from the C919, which still relied on Western suppliers. For crucial components such as engines, the C929 incorporates over 50% carbon fiber composite materials, well above the C919's 12%, which greatly reduces weight while enhancing fuel efficiency and structural strength. Additionally, the use of 15% titanium alloy aligns it with top-tier global standards and gives the aircraft remarkable durability and aerodynamic performance. One of the most critical advancements in the C929 is the integration of the CJ2000 engine, China's first domestically designed and built turbofan engine capable of powering a wide-body aircraft. Originally considered for the C919, the CJ2000 was sidelined due to certification concerns. But for the C929, it serves as a testbed for full-scale deployment. With a thrust output of 35 tons, it matches or even exceeds that of the GEnx engine used in the Boeing 787. The engine features a large fan diameter, reduced fuel consumption, improved noise suppression, and high-efficiency operation, ensuring that the C929 not only competes on performance, but also on operating cost and environmental impact. This strategic self-sufficiency marks a turning point. The CJ2000 gives China complete control over the aircraft's propulsion system, insulating it from potential sanctions or supply chain restrictions that have previously limited the growth of its aviation sector. Moreover, the engine's cruise fuel efficiency outpaces many of its Western competitors, granting airlines a lower cost per seat mile metric, a critical factor in aircraft purchasing decisions. What's even more remarkable is the technological ecosystem developing around this aircraft. COMAC has tested more than 3,500 systems and components and assembled over 2 million parts with meticulous precision. The C929 is also integrated with real-time health monitoring systems, allowing operators to track system performance throughout the flight. This level of connectivity and diagnostics is typically reserved for only the most advanced aircraft and adds a layer of safety, predictability, and operational efficiency. Despite being a newcomer, China is moving fast. With the RJ21 regional jet, now renamed the C99, already in commercial operation, and the C919 gaining traction in the domestic market, the C929 completes a crucial segment of China's aviation framework. But even this isn't the end. Plans are already underway for the C939 and C949, next-generation aircraft that aim to challenge Boeing 777X and Airbus's now defunct A380. The C949 in particular is rumored to feature a 2-deck 3-aisle configuration and a futuristic supersonic capability, targeting a 2049 launch time to mark the 100th anniversary of the People's Republic of China. These ambitions go beyond filling domestic needs. They represent a long-term strategy to redefine aviation. The commercial potential is immense. China's domestic market is expected to demand over 9,000 new aircraft in the next 2 decades, with nearly 1,000 of those in the wide-body category. Continued reliance on Boeing and Airbus would subject Chinese carriers to high costs and potential technology embargoes. By developing its own civil aviation industry, China is not only seeking economic advantages but also strategic autonomy. In a world increasingly shaped by geopolitical tension, the rise of COMAC and the emergence of the C929 signal that the aviation game is changing. The West can no longer dismiss Chinese aircraft as underdeveloped or unsophisticated. If flight testing goes as planned and international certifications are achieved, the C929 will not just be a domestic triumph, it will be a global contender. Airlines seeking lower costs, high fuel efficiency, and newer aircraft options will find the C929 an increasingly attractive alternative. This is more than just a new plane. It is a powerful symbol of industrial evolution. From steel and electronics to high-speed rail and now wide-body aviation, China is rapidly mastering the industries that define global infrastructure and economic power. The successful development of the C929 will serve as a beacon for emerging economies, aiming to break into high-tech manufacturing and reduce dependency on Western suppliers. The C929 is not just a machine, it is a statement that China is no longer content being the world's factory. It aims to be the world's designer, innovator, and competitor in the highest echelons of aerospace engineering. And with the C919 flying, the C929 testing, and the C939 and C949 on the horizon, it's clear that this is only the beginning.